So one of the reasons why it's so important that people have the right to rethink is that there are different forms of Brexit. Actually, in the overall approach to the Brexit negotiation, there are 4 different options. The first option, obviously, is not to do it, to stay in a reformed Europe and use the Brexit voters' leverage in a negotiation to obtain reform in Europe. But that's obviously not doing Brexit. But the other 3 options we have are variations on Brexit. Option 2 would be to stay in the economic structures of Europe, but leave the political structures, i.e. we stay in the single market and customs union, but leave the politics of the European Union behind. Option 3 would be that we leave both the political and the economic structures. In other words, we get out of the single market, but we try and replicate as far as possible the existing trading relationships with Europe in a new deal, but keep close to Europe. Option 4 is that we go for a free trade agreement along the lines that Canada's just done with the EU. We market ourselves as not Europe and make a clean break altogether with Europe. The point is very simple. Those 3 options, single market, out of single market but close to Europe, out of the single market but going our own way, those 3 options are very, very different options. And what we need to know as 2018 proceeds is which of those options is the government going to provide for us and what do they really mean? And therefore, the reason why it's so important that Parliament keeps on this case, that the debate carries on, that people are informed as to what the consequences are, is because those options have very, very different economic, social, and political consequences. So this is why it's important that we keep all our options open until we see what the government comes up with. But no one should be in any doubt that the fundamental dilemma of the whole of the negotiation, which Northern Ireland exposes for people, is that we're either in the single market with access to it, in which case we're going to have to abide by the rules and obligations, or if we're out of it, we're going to end up with a hard border and a hard Brexit. There's no way out of that dilemma. As the negotiation proceeds, that dilemma will become clear, and as the choice is made by the government, so the choice should be available to be made by Parliament and by the people also.